discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the April 13th, 1998 edition of Raw is War. And welcome, welcome, welcome. We're not doing the match card anymore. If you've been here for a couple weeks listening consistently, good for you. Gold star. We're not doing it anymore.
I'm
And
like,
and if you haven't, you are in luck. If you are new here, that is Kelsey. If you are not so new here, my name is Xavier. I'm here to walk us through the Attitude Era, one episode of Monday Night Raw at a time. So, yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah. I figured they revamped the intro, so can we. Um,
Period. Yeah, new
Absolutely.
intro
Yeah,
instead
they
of the in over 100.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It
shut
took it
up.
it took us out of the kind of early 90s intro into that kind of like attitude I don't know. It's very like
Minimalist.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Flash
And
in the
they
pan.
right, they also gave us like a revamped like video version of the actual intro.
Well, they
Uh
needed to because Bret Hart was still in the original one.
and he still is if you look at the
In the
when they
fire ring.
when they cut out like to the wide shot of the ring and it's like Steve Austin and Bret Hart like wrestling.
Well,
But I mean, hey,
I
can't re
always love to see him. And I hope
can't
he's still getting a check from just that little blip blip.
oh, I'm sure he is. In addition to the like $3 million contract he got for going to WCW. So
Right.
right, right, right,
Right.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Um So, anyway, let's get back into this episode. It starts with a recap of the corporate Austin situation from last week where Vince McMahon wanted and thought he really had Stone Cold Steve Austin eating out of the palm of his hands,
He's
ready
stupid.
and willing to do whatever he wanted. He really thought he had Steve Austin on that Yes Zaddy train, and that was just not to be the case.
Mm.
Was
And we
not
all
it.
want him to be on the Yes Daddy train for ourselves, but
Right, right. But
then
we
he
know.
wouldn't be who we fell in love with.
No, absolutely.
Mm.
So the commentary team like opens it up and it's like we are gonna settle these issues with Vince tonight. Like it's gonna happen.
We're going
And
to the red table. Call
and
Jada in here.
no, absolutely. And almost immediately glass breaks, Stone Cold entrance, he makes his way down.
So fierce.
Of course, Raw is emanating out of Philly, and of course they lose their shit.
Really.
As if you know the Stone Cold history, he spent a cup of coffee in ECW, which of course starts in Philly. So Philly loves him.
Nobody goes up like Philly for wrestling. Let me just say that. Let me
They
go
re
on the record and
they
say
really go
that.
buck wild, and I
Yeah.
love, as a wrestling fan, great city to move to. Um,
God bless. Yeah, seriously.
Amen. So there's somebody in the crowd with the happy 100th birthday Hogan, which is really just wild.
I love
Good
it.
on ya. Which goes to show this man has looked 100 years old
100 for
for
30
100 years.
years. Yeah.
Like
Because now I'm convinced he's like sold his soul to the lizard people. Because not only does he look like a lizard people, he's still here.
well, no, he passed.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
it very
I
recently happened.
forgot, girl. I
But I'm
completely
telling you,
forgot.
he has looked the same age the
Girl.
entire time, like the whole time.
He is so off my radar. I like completely forgot he died, and I had to have like confrontations with people about why I didn't care. Like
Right.
there were loved ones texting me, like people I am related to, who were like, "I'm so, are you okay?" And I'm like,
Girl,
"About what? I'm turning up right now. What do you mean?"
it's
Hello,
fine.
hello, 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 hello.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's hilarious. Sorry, R.I.P. I guess.
1000%. So Stone Cold Steve Austin comes down to the ring. He calls out Vince. He's like, I promise I won't even hurt you. Like, I won't even lay hands on you. Um, And while he's waiting, he calls for a cold one. He's like, well, might as well have a beer if I'm going to be stuck in this ring waiting for you to come
So
down.
funny.
Of course, Vince eventually pops his head out of the curtain, all scaredy cat with the goons. Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Only this time, before he made his way out, he was like, hold on one second. Comes down with police in riot gear a la your baseball catcher. So like
Truly, I was like, not the police, like circa the umpire. Like it's It's
Wild.
so strange. Like he's like safe.
Yeah. No, I was like, are you though? I don't think so.
It didn't. The
Um,
bringing the police out last time didn't do diddly squat.
right. So I don't know.
So
I
okay,
We're going with the same strategy, I guess.
sure.
Um, Stone Cold starts the little confrontation off. He's like, "So, like, planning on telling me who I'm fighting at this pay-per-view or not? Like, it's 2 weeks away." Which very valid because every other championship match has had like mad build. And we do, I
It's
guess,
so
get an
true.
answer to that at the end of the episode. So we do find out who will be Stone Cold's first challenger. It just is a series of unfortunate events to get there. So
So
yes. Don't worry, we'll get there. Vince goes, I haven't made up my mind. Like, you'll know soon. Big stalling energy from him.
which
And
is
then
crazy to like not have that worked out. Like we know they plan WrestleMania like a year in advance. Like, and I know the times were slightly different then, but not that different.
mm,
Like, girl, we know that you know, like the
no,
championship
they
match is
were
the
that
first.
different then. Like, they
Really?
were. Oh, in the book I read from the writer, it was literally like you would have like a whole thing set, and Vince would just like walk in one day and just be like, "Nah, actually, don't want to do any of that." And you'd have to like rewrite the show, like here and there. He was like known for just like last minute changes, changing his mind on a dime, like n especially in this era before it became like a publicly traded company and all that
He's
jazz.
such a taint.
Right. So. Vince, or sorry, Stone Cold calls out Vince. He's like, I know you can't stand me. I know you want a champion of with polish and manners. And he was like, actually, sounds to me like every time you talk about like what you want a champion to be, like you're really trying to describe yourself. So like, do you just want to be the champion?
Because
Is that the vibe? And you're like, oh shit. You're like, oh no, where's this going?
this
Um,
is so silly.
and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you probably like right before you brought out this like shiny new belt for me, you were probably like having a little role play moment with your wife like strutting around the house like don't I look good as the champion?" Pathetic.
But
Absolutely pathetic.
I'm saying though, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I will not be commenting at this time. I will just say if you had the belt in your house, like you're just looking at it, I don't know. Take it for a spin, whatever. That's my business. That's
That
my
yeah, well,
business.
sure, but
You would put
again,
that shit on. Don't even start with me. I know
that's
that you
fine,
would.
but I if I had it at home, I would have definitely been I would hope I would have won it. Like I wouldn't just
Right. This is
right.
true. This is
There
true. But
there
I'm
is there is a stolen valor to it when you're just like
that is so
like
actually that's so true.
you know what I mean?
I
Like I just
still
have this belt, so like don't I look good in it? Like I don't know about that. But I mean like sure, I'm give have
I
your
guess
moment.
I
But
guess
it's
the
like
energy, yes.
it's
I was just
different.
like,
It's different in the room. You know what I mean? It's different like like essentially like if you're the WWF champion, you're like I'm the head bitch of this company, like of this like global that like that's probably a good feeling. That's a reason. Give me a reason.
this is actually very true.
But
This
I
is
mean,
why we come here.
right. But I'm sure I guess Vince in his own mind, you know,
Because he owns the company.
right, exactly.
So he's like,
This
I'm
is
into
my belt.
this is my okay, now it's a little weird. Now there's a flavor.
Right. And and then we also know like the freak shit that he got into later in life, due to the lawsuit about like naming sex toys after wrestlers and whatnot. Like
He's
freak shit.
so
Freak shit. So
disgusting.
gross. Anyway,
Ugh.
any hoodle. So he's basically like, oh, so you probably had a nice little role play moment with the title, didn't you? And then he's like, actually, I want to be a fighting champion, so I'm gonna put this title on the line tonight. What do you say? And he's like, I want to fight you. And you're just like,
He's
okay.
like, you.
And then uh, we love a turn of phrase. He flips the easy, hard way situation on Vince McMahon, and he's like, so, like, how would you like to do it? And they basically just run the same promo just roles reversed. So it's like, okay, well, what's the easy way? And he's like, you accept my challenge, you get in the ring, and we have a fight. And he's like, okay, well, then what's the hard way? He's like, I go find you in your dressing room and we have a fight. And he's like, and BT Dubs can't go anywhere because you have a beat up limo driver and four flat tires. So I'm gonna need your answer sooner rather than later. And that's where we leave them. Steve Austin, of course, walks out of the ring, head held high, talking his shit all the way out. And yeah, so now we are left with the will he, won't he accept the challenge of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
It's so great.
I
It's so
know.
great. And honestly, like I just want to say that obviously I am new to wrestling, and before this moment, I'd obviously heard of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I knew he was like a huge star, whatever, like he was talented, whatever. People like really neglected to tell me how hot he is.
Mm.
Like nobody talks about that. He is so gorgeous, and
Hmm.
like his attitude and the way that he attitude pun intended, his attitude and like the way he just is, like his energy, it's just like
Mm. Eat it up.
hi, like hey Steve. Every time he comes out, I'm like literally blush. I'm like blushing thinking about it. I'm like,
I know it's so
hey
crazy.
Steve, what's up,
I
girl?
know
Oh
it's
my
hilarious because
god.
now he's like literally a 60-year-old man. So that's like hilarious.
It's disgusting. No, it's foul. It's foul boots. And honestly, I know that he is married, probably, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
I am not keeping up with the Kardashians in terms of wrestlers in this modern day and age, but like at
It's
this
fine.
time, girl,
Like,
90s Steve Austin,
mm,
hi. Like, oh
hi.
my God, he's just so cute. I don't know.
Amazing. Kelsey Smetton.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
please,
Every
you never have to
time he
apologize.
goes,
Next, we get a what is going to be a reoccurring shot in this episode, which is the backstage, kind of like around the corner shot of the goons trying to like talk Vince up, really trying to get him in that mental game for what he's doing. Basically, they're in his ear like this man's needs to be stopped. And then one of them says something crazy like you've broken all the other ones, so you need to break him. And I'm like, what is he, like a steed? Like that's insane.
yeah,
And
he's like a horse trainer. Like, what's that?
no, absolute insanity. And then we cut back to the arena where DX is making their grand entrance, and I was confused because I thought this was going to be like a DX promo, a DX match. No, not at all. It is actually the DOA taking on two members of Los Boricuas in a chain match, first ever. But the concept is not explained very well and not
Or at all.
executed well either.
Bad.
Because it's the first ever of this match. And we don't get any setup to it. We just find the four members of the match all in the ring at the same time, all changed to a corner of the ring with like 20-foot chains, pretty much making the chains like irrelevant. Like if the chains don't hinder your mobility at all, why are you why have them? You know what I mean?
I'm not kidding, and it really feels like we should have. It just felt like a hazard, like and not in the fun, interesting way. Where it was like, I just feel like we're gonna get tangled. It's gonna be a real web.
Well,
Like things
because
are
there's
gonna be
four of
confused,
them,
and
so that's
each of
80
them have.
feet of chain.
It's
Like
too much. Like it's it's DTM doing too much. Like w-
seems
no, it
to be the
makes no
theme.
sense. It made no sense, and it was not explained or hyped or made anything. Like it was nothing. It was so weird.
It's very random.
Very.
So DX is just having their way with chains on the outside of the ring. They're like basically just like swinging the ever living shit out of steel chairs on him. They pedigree him onto a steel chair and then pile drive him onto the uh ring ramp, which also had a steel chair on it, just in case he wasn't officially dead in that moment. Um,
Chains in the chain match.
right. Sure. And then so that happens, and then from there like the match is ongoing, by the way. By the way, in case you were confused. Um,
I
and then
was.
DX just comes into the ring and just starts beating up on the members of the DOA. And then they start just like swinging on them. The referee just like throws out the match. Why, I'm not exactly sure because I didn't think there was going to be disqualifications considering there's chains. So I thought,
It made
sure.
no girl,
So the
top to
referee
bottom, no sense.
throws out the match. They continue to beat up the DOA, and then the Boricuas are like celebrating because they were all up in on the beatdown. And DX like convinces them to do like the crotch chop, only for China to come up behind them, hit him with the double low blow, and then they start beating up on the Boricuas. So you're like, what are okay, got it, or like, what was the point of this match?
It was so stupid. It was like just like we're recruiting people, but just kidding, no, we're not.
Right, but my thing is just like if the whole was to just beat up people. I didn't need
Just
them to
beat up
like you
people.
could have just rolled up on them backstage. Like you could have like and why both teams? Like I was just like I'm so
Why the
confused.
chain match? There's so many whys. It just none of it made any sense at
Uh-huh.
all from beginning to end. It was so weird. And also I was like, I don't know, picking the Bariquas to screw over just feels
It's just like okay, sure.
something. Like I don't know. I was like, bleh. Like I don't like it.
Nope.
Weird.
Um, so next we have Shane McMahon being introduced for the first time. And basically he's playing like the voice of reason for his father, like, and he's just like, yo, like you could get hurt. Like that man is not playing games with you. And Vince is
Wild.
just like, "Rah, but I my honor. And you're like, all right,
Okay.
oh,
And
all
this is
right,
where
old
the
guy.
where did the hurt begin? But it's crazy because I didn't even like clock that this was Shane's first time because I'm so used to knowing him. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
one of those people that were like quote unquote spoiled for me, like not really, but I'm so aware of him that I was like, "Oh, hey Shane." Like I didn't think about
Right.
it and then you were like, "It's the first time." And I was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah,
Shane,
yeah. We
we're
haven't
really
seen
getting
Shane
into
McMahon
it."
like before
And we
this
haven't seen
moment.
Stephanie at all, right? Like
Right.
not even at I can't wait, girl. It's messy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This messy girl.
So Vince comes down to the ring, interrupts a light heavyweight tag team match that seemingly was about to happen. Pantera's out in the ring, Brian Christopher's out in the ring. We're like, okay. So he starts his little promo. He's like, for 50 years, the WWE has been in my blood. And you know, we stand for honor and integrity,
It was
LOL. And those are qualities that are lacking in Stone Cold. And then he talks about the challenge that Stone Cold basically like threw down, and he's like, sometimes a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. And a giant eye roll from all. And then he
uh
accepts the challenge with an oh hell yeah. And then
which
JR
is
on commentary, hilarious, is like, Vince is getting bad advice. Like, I don't know who he's talking to, but this is not good.
I love JR. He is like the stalwart like buoy in this sea of bullshit. Like he's like
Amen.
literally getting bad advice and I think this is stupid. And I just want to say Vince's speech was so like buzzwordy, like classic like corporate buzzword speech. Like it made me think of like I think it was Bud Light like released a statement. They like sent free beer to a trans person whose name is escaping me, and then like the Bud Light community wild out for whatever reason. They were like dumping their bud down the sinks or whatever, and then like Bud Light released a statement, and it was the classic, which was like heritage, family values, like
Yeah,
honor and integrity. Like, but
right.
you're saying nothing. Like you're actually
Hmm.
just saying crossword puzzle words. Like,
Yeah, word salad. Doesn't make any
shut
sense.
up. Like it was I was literally like when he goes, 52 years, and I really went, here we fucking go. Like,
Hmm.
I don't care. Is it yes or no? I don't need the backstory of the WWE, you monster. Get out of here. Just yes or
Yeah.
no.
Hmm. But
I
hey,
hate that shit. Shut up.
shut up. So, JR is so like beside himself that he's like, I have to do something about it, and like throws
He's so
down his
me.
headset and like goes to march his happy ass to the back to be like, yo, like, what are you
I need to talk
doing?
some sense into these bitches. And honestly, me. I'm like,
Right. Hello?
let's go to the red table and let's talk about it.
Jada.
Willow, get in here.
So as JR is making his way to the back, blackout, we're like, oh shit. Because of course we immediately think it's gonna be Kane coming up to fuck up some people. No, not this time. So the light heavyweight match gets interrupted by The Undertaker. The Undertaker comes down to the ring, choke slams 3 out of the 4, tombstones the last one, and grabs a microphone and calls out Kane immediately.
Hot.
He's like, Kane, he's like, it's time your older brother shows you what evil is really about. And he's like, you are no longer the one hunting, you are the hunted. And you're like, oh shit, here we go. And he's like, this night will last an eternity until I get my hands on you. And you're like, oh my god.
Mm.
We love to see it. We love to see it. We're like,
Make my Undertaker evil again.
listen, I think this is great. I think we have enough of a like there was enough of a cause to kind of like set off the rage. It's a good reminder in case you've been forgot who the
I'm
Undertaker is.
Yes.
Because up until this point, up until Kane, it has always taken some chicanery, multiple people, like all kinds of shit to get the Undertaker down. And I think because Kane is such a big, like an equal and opposite big bad, that the menacingness of the Undertaker has kind of like taken a little bit of the edge off. We're getting to see a more emotional
So
side. We're fucking with the family.
true.
We're like, so it was a good reminder to be like, oh, don't you dare forget that I am that bitch.
That
Like
is
I
so
am.
true.
I think
And
this was. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the way that they did the blackout, because like you said that you immediately think of Kane, but Undertaker was like, don't forget I invented this shit.
Right.
Don't forget I invented this shit. When the lights used to go out, you always thought of me. And we need to
hmm
remember, like, you need to think of me again when the lights black out in the middle of Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely.
Like, make Undertaker scary again. I'm into
hmm
it. Do the magic razzle dazzle, choke slam the girls for fun. Like,
Right.
tombstone pile drive random people. Like, I'm into it. Pop
Right.
up when I'm not expecting you.
Exactly.
I'm
Um,
here for it.
it's a good reminder, and especially going into a match that is going to be as crazy as the Inferno match, like it's A1.
Love.
We cut to Kevin Kelly and he gives us an update and he's like, nobody is going to talk Vince out of this match. Cuts to, of course, Shane and JR back there trying to be like, are you really for real on this? Like, are you 1000%? He's like, you are not a wrestler. You are 50 years old and you're about to go out there and what? Do what
He
exactly?
said, delete it, old.
Crazy,
Delete it,
absolute
old.
insanity. And then that takes us into a match between Jeff Jarrett and Taka Michinoku. Jeff Jarrett came out. I guess we downgraded on the budget, or we blew the budget on the pamphlets. It's one or the other. We said they said we either Vince or I'm sorry, Jeff Jarrett goes to Vince and he's like, ah, I see this vision for my concert at Unforgiven. I'm gonna just like litter the crowd with like all these pamphlets. And Vince goes straight face, I'm sure. Okay, but you gotta drop the horse. You don't get both, all
I'm
right?
not kidding. He's like,
All
it's
right.
the horse, and they turn that horse to Blue Mama.
No,
Because
no, baby. You even got a downgrade on the nameplate. Just that double J this time. Not even Jeff Jarrett. Like they made him walk out here just pants aglow, no horse, dropping pamphlets with his face on it for a concert in the middle of a wrestling pay-per-view that no one asked for.
girl,
So,
he's acting like this is his night at the O2.
gi-
Honey,
girl,
it's a little musical interlude at Unforgiven because you are not the Harvest Sisters or whoever they were that sing the national anthem, and I'll never
no,
let them die,
farmer's
girl.
daughter.
The farmer's daughter. Thank you. Period. You're not her with that little pitch pipe. I don't want to hear about it. And I'm just like, it gave propaganda. Like when they drop pamphlets from the sky, it's usually you're trying to convince me via gaslighting or chicanery. So you are just,
Not
I
playing that
don't,
game.
the trees that had to die for that, I pray for them. That is heinous
Mm.
work.
So while Jeff Jarrett is making his intro, we get a cutaway promo to Steve Blackman, God bless him, his first one. Um,
Oh my, what we were both like, okay, Steve, good
no,
first
yeah.
go.
It was interesting to say the least. He's asked about like when he's gonna seek revenge on Jeff Jarrett for giving him his one loss. And he's like, maybe it'll be tonight, maybe it'll be next week. And then he's like, revenge is sweet, and then like flexes really hard and like leaves, and you're like, okay. Yeah,
You know
dude.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You gotta start somewhere.
Go kill Bill, Steve. Let's go. Like,
You gotta start somewhere, and Steve Blackman has never been known for his yapping abilities.
and
That's not what he brings to the table. What he brings to the table is washboard abs and a dazzling light show. So
he
like, so you
That's
want him
not
to
what I
talk
thought you were gonna
too?
say.
Damn.
Washboard abs and a dazzling light show. God, I can only pray. I can only pray
That's
that's how they
it's what
remember
Jeff
me.
Jarrett like wishes he was giving, and it's not.
Girl, say that shit again. My God.
Oh my
What a
God.
sin. Steve. And he's letting the chest hair grow back in a little.
Ugh, we love to see it. So this match is fine. It's more distracting that there are pamphlets all over the ring,
Everywhere.
more than anything else. And then of course Tennessee Lee joins commentary, and I can't. I don't understand a single word that this man is saying. As we were watching, I was like,
Jesus.
every time he talks, he sounds like Gandalf, like shouting over the mountaintop. Like
We
it
were
doesn't sound like I can't distinguish a word. It's muffled, it's far away, it's like for some reason the world's largest vibrato. I'm like, get it together, man.
not
Like,
kidding.
no.
Gandalf waist deep in snow, casting against the storm.
No. And it's just like it's horrible.
Oh,
It's
it's
horrible.
sinful. It's
I've never like
sinful.
it, dunk your head if you're at home and even if you haven't seen the episode, just fill up like a bowl, a basin, a tub in water, just and then have somebody like dunk your head in and have somebody try to speak to you. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Go bobbing for apples just so you can understand how
And that's
Tennessee Williams
crazy
sounds.
because the fact that I can't understand your
The
mouthpiece, bad.
world's greatest promoter.
That
I don't know what he's promoting. I can't understand.
bad.
Boo.
So we finally get a name for the group of people that have been consistently attacking Taka Michinoku,
Oh yeah.
Club Kamikaze, which cool name.
Sounds
Um,
like I would turn up there.
right, absolutely. But yeah, of course, Jeff Jarrett takes advantage after the fact, hits a figure four, struts around, and we're like, okay, you did absolutely nothing, but hey, sure.
Hmm.
Jeff Jarrett
Sure.
ends up on top. Um, Austin, we cut to a backstage segment with Austin, and basically the whole point of it was they asked me like, were you surprised by Vince's like answer? And Austin give the gist of it magazine is he's like, I didn't really give him a choice, so no, not shocked actually. He really hit us with the JWoww, you can stay and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your ass beat. Like that was it. And you're like, yeah, actually that was the ultimatum. Was
And thank God. And thank God. I
uh
JWoww on the phone and she's literally going like, "No, I'm putting my hair up because I'm going to beat her ass when she gets home."
oh no, 1000%. Art, culture. Thank you
Y'all
very
hated
much.
to see it, closet fans. Y'all hated to see it.
Listen, and the thing is, like, we were living that life while you all
Von
watched it.
Dutch, we certainly were going to high school in New Jersey with the largest amount of vowel last names, like
Mm.
last like letter vowel last names you've ever seen in your life.
No, absolutely, it was a cult. It's
We
fine.
had Jersey Shore Day as for Spirit Week.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, so we cut to a backstage segment of the goons like trying to train Vince. Pat Patterson's like, okay, so like he's gonna hit you with the stunner. Like, what are you gonna do? How does he set it up? He's gonna hit you in the stomach. So like he has Pat Patterson like going for a kick, and he's like, you grab him, and then you really lean in the shoulder. It's like a whole, it's like slapstick comedy at that point.
It's
Um,
very silly. These three geezers back there talking
just
wrestling.
trying to get their shit together. Um,
Right.
and then when we cut back to the arena, we're like, okay, music is hitting. We're like, who's this? Farouk. Farouk got a new song. He comes down. His
Woo!
ribs are taped. He is, barely standing after the beating from the nation last week. He comes down to the ring, grabs the mic. He's like, Rocky, you may have cracked a rib, you may have bruised my body, but it's gonna take a hell of a lot more than that for you to kick my ass. And you're like, oh, love to see it. Thank you. And then he goes on to talk about like the rest of the nation. He's like, I gave you all like the golden ticket, the grandest opportunity any of you have ever had. And he's like, and I'll give you another one. If you really want to finish the job, come down here and come do it. I'm standing right here. And you're like, oh shit.
Hmm.
There is something about like when someone knows that they're gonna get their ass beaten, they're like, bring it. Mm.
Really respectful. I'm happy for Farouk. I really am.
Well, they really did him dirty.
They put him through
uh,
hell, girl. And he deserved that was penance for what he did to Ahmed Johnson. And I'm gonna
no,
say it just one time and move on. But I will say, like, this is kind of nice because now The Rock is popping off as like such a heel, which is perfect. And now Farouk almost gets like a second win. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like, or not honestly, probably more like his third win, to be honest, because
right,
there was the Space Spartan moment.
right,
We don't talk about her. But this is like his there's something like the lone wolf about it. Like I'm
right.
hype. Like I'm interested. I want to know what's gonna happen with him.
So of course the Rocky comes out. He's got his shiny shirt on.
He
Um,
looks so great. Hate
he
to
really
see it
did.
because I want to say, and I think that this like these pants like tried to come back for a minute and they didn't really take hold. But those like hyper pleated kind of like
They were like kind of
90s
high-waisted.
pants,
You could
high
only wear
waisted.
with that like brown belt, that brown like interwoven-y kind of belts,
Yeah, which I have from the
right?
90s. And I like men, and they would wear that and then like a breezy, like a button-up shirt, like unbuttoned mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That was a moment. Fellas, bring this back. I think it tried to come back like a couple of years ago and it just didn't quite like lock
Take.
in. I need us to lock back in again and try again because God, it is so gorgeous. Fellas, hear me out.
When
Hear
it's
me.
right, it's right.
It's right. The fit is fierce. I like it. I like a
Mm.
baggy pant on a man sometimes when it's fitted, like the fit is kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just give it a shot and then let me know about it. I'm curious. It looks
Kelsey's.
good. I like it.
Not let me know about it. Um,
Okay, then whatever.
Listen, if you want to open your DMs for that onslaught, sure, that's up to you.
Okay, maybe don't let me know about it
Yeah,
because
that's what I
I'm
thought.
not when I tell you
She's not. First of all,
I'm not on
you're
Instagram.
gonna be waiting like 5 to 8 business weeks,
Weeks, girl. The
before
only
she even sees it, let alone whether she is gonna
and then I
answer.
won't open it, which is such a sin. Actually, I'm really sorry. Never mind. Just send me a little vibe and I will probably feel a vibe you send to me spiritually before I open an Instagram DM. Let
Big
me be
facts.
clear.
Big facts, big fact.
Sorry.
The Rock really lays on. We get all the hits. We get the lay the smackdown. The Rock is cooking. We get the eyebrow. We're really it's all there.
It's all coming
Everything's
together.
in the stew. Now we just gotta let it
Let it
marinate.
simmer.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's feeling good. Um, he's like, I'm gonna tell you, I can just lay the smack down whenever I feel like it, and you can only do two things, which is nothing and like it. And you're like, oh, okay.
Honestly, eight. That was
Yeah. I was like, oh, love to see it.
whoa, nothing and
And
like it. I'm
Crazy.
gonna write that down. That's a good one.
Right. And then of course it seems like the nation's gonna like start making their way down to get theirs on Farouk. Farouk throws up the nation symbol, which is like a little confusing.
And they're like,
Um and we're like, yeah, they are all, yeah, the nation's like tee hee hee, like who's coming for you? Lo and behold, who answers the bat call? But Shamrock and Steve Blackman. Like, and we're like, okay,
did
girlies.
not see that coming. Should
And
I
they
have? Like
and
that was
no. And
okay.
then they came out and just started just giant brawl. Just giant brawl.
Which I don't know if you noticed this, but like Kama Mustafa kind of got like confused and he like didn't run when everybody else did. So then he was like, and then he ended up like kind of running in with Ken Shamrock and
Oh, that's so
Steve
funny.
Blackman, which was hilarious because he
Oh
was
no, I
like,
missed it.
he like I guess missed the cue or something, but it was really
Gang's all
funny.
here. That's fantastic. Um, So next we have our dear old friend Terry Funk coming out. Love him, love that guy. He is coming out and he grabs the microphone immediately and he's like, I got a new partner. Because Jack waddled away essentially and quit. And Terry Funk's like, I don't quit. I don't got no quit in me. And he's like, turns out my partner doesn't either. And he's like, you know him, you love him. He hasn't really been given a shot here. And it is Too Cold Scorpio, also known as Flash Funk. So good,
Yo,
so good. He comes out in the Too Cold gear. I love the team with Terry Funk in Philly. Give the people what they want.
mama.
Give the people what they want. That ECW nod.
I
Um, and
screamed,
and they are taking on the Quebecers.
which
Right.
whatever. The scream I scrummed,
Mm,
the scream I scrummed.
this team is
Because
great. This
I
makes sense. I love it.
I'm here for this. This was like such an unexpected delight, like the best moment because I, like duh, like I don't know why. I guess because I thought, well, first of all, when he was saying I have a new partner because Cactus Jack blah 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 blah, because they kept saying like Cactus Jack, and I'm like, okay, but Mick Foley has 16 personalities. So any one of them could come out right now because Cactus Jack left, but
Right.
Mankind might still be involved. Who knows?
Right.
Which spoiler alert. But I was like, oh, it's just going to be a different iteration of Mick Foley comes out. And so when Flash Funk, which first of all, Terry Funk, Flash Funk, but obviously he's too cool Scorpio. But I was like, this, we come to this place for magic. I was like, this is the best because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry literally says he's hardcore and he's never been given a chance to be hardcore like at WWE, which is completely fair. His gig was stupid. We all know this. And
Mm-hmm.
like this, I'm so happy for him because like this is it, bitch. And like Terry Funk, the man that you are,
The man that you
the
are.
man that you are, bringing the girlies with you, taking the
Mm-hmm.
girlies to new heights, back to the glory. Like I'm so, and to do this in Philly,
Perfect. It was
turn
perfect. Yeah. It
love,
was great. The match was great. Too Cold was looking amazing. Up
beautiful,
in the
beautiful.
Quebecers get their one big offense, which is a top rope belly to belly, from one of them. But it doesn't really matter because uh Scorpio hits him with the
Beautiful.
stunning 450 splash, and picks up the victory. We love it. The ECW combo gets the victory in Philly. Beautiful thing.
And they chanted ECW too when he came out. It was so fierce. Brought a
Hmm.
little tear to my eye.
Love to see it. Love to see it. So next, we have Luna coming out in a little sailor outfit for some reason.
Girl.
This whole segment was absolutely wild.
And since when does everybody love Luna? The one time that everyone's on Team Luna now because she suggested the evening gown match and they want to see Sable take her
So
titties out.
yes and no. She was also paired with Bam Bam. She's also had her moment in ECW. Yes. So like she has a history in Philly outside of, yes,
Oh.
yeah, that is not just like, yes, I'm sure the stipulation of the match has a lot to do with it. And yeah, and the, the reaction of Sable was definitely that. But I think they are already endeared to her because of her past.
I see.
She used to be like the manager for Bam Bam.
I see.
Mhm.
Then I
Um,
take it back. I apologize, citizens of Philadelphia.
so or at least, that's what the vibe is. So she comes out in a sailor outfit. She calls out Sable. She's like, she makes some very weird reference to her like anticipation being like having to wait
Worse
for
than
this match.
PMS.
Yeah, and you're like, girl, shut up. And
Worse than PMS.
I was like, waiting? Waiting is worse? That's crazy because I had a whole ass coworker be like, there's like a week of every month that I just feel crazy, and then I remember why at the end of that week, and I'm like, oh, and like you
A
think,
week, girl.
yeah,
I get one normal week.
so
And that's my normal. That should scare every last one of you.
right,
Every
so
single one.
yeah, I was like, oh, all right, I guess waiting is worse than that. So she's like, I want to fight now. I'm like, okay. And then,
Everyone wants to fight right now. Everyone's coming out there and being like, come on here and fight me right
yeah,
now. Every single
tits a
person.
blazing. That's where we're
Swear.
at tonight. Goldust comes out in sable drag, full sable drag.
Honestly,
It was great. I thought it was fun.
a serve. Beautiful, gorgeous. Love it.
So to hype up the match between Luna and Sable, Goldust comes out and they basically like have a evening gown match where uh Luna is stripping down Goldust. Goldust is just being absolutely ridiculous.
So
He's
funny.
like, "Ow, you're hurting me!" Like just dumb.
So
Um,
funny.
yeah,
Honestly, love it. But we said this like when Goldust was going through his little phase of doing like drag of other wrestlers, I was like, guess
fun,
what? Love it.
fun.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Love it. And when he comes out and he goes, "You bitch." I was
Ooh.
like, it's literally exactly that scene in Legally Blonde where he's
Mm.
like, Steve is just my friend, and he and whatever pops up in the back and goes, "You
You
bitch," and
bitch.
just leaves the courtroom. It was that exact tone. And also I just want to say he had that little pose on point. He had the toes pointed,
Yeah.
like
Oh, so
it
good.
was giving. I liked it.
Yeah, wild. At one point, he's like, "I'm gonna take off like my pumps, and I'm really gonna kick your
I'm
ass."
really gonna kick your ass. So
So good.
funny.
Of course, Sable, the real Sable, comes out, looking like $1 million, and then a brawl ensues between the two. Great stuff.
Well,
Great stuff.
I liked it. Sorry about it. Loved it.
Yeah, absolutely great. So that takes us into our next match, which is Blackman and Shamrock, teaming up against the Midnight Express, with Dan Severn. Dan Severn and Shamrock have a little UFC face-off in the middle of the ring, and we're like, "Ooh, are they teasing this? I would love to see it."
I would love to see it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love a man with a mustache. Come on, Dan Severin.
No, 1000%. Hey, tattoo.
Oh
It
yeah.
really is just his like his whole likeness. It's
It
just,
truly is.
but
I
hey.
love that tattoo.
Yeah, for real. Um, oh, Jim Ross popping off on commentary about
Girl.
about bombastic Bob and bodacious, like, oh my God,
He was
he was so
us.
mad. He's so over it. He's like,
I
I don't
said,
want, he's like, it's dumb. I don't want to say it.
he
He's
goes,
like,
I'm not saying this anymore. And I said, JR, come have a seat next to the girls. Come over here. Because
1000%.
I gotta talk to you.
He's like marketing genius Jim Cornette out here with the bodacious Bob. And he's like, I'm not saying this anymore. It's so stupid. And you're like, oh
So
my God.
incredible.
I was
I was
like,
like,
yes,
hey, JR,
girl.
come grab your plate and come sit over with us. It's
You
like,
know,
I want
one,
to talk to
you're
you.
invited to the barbecue, girl. Let's go. So like
Swear.
you're like, what the hell is going on? Because this match is fine. You're like, okay, sure. And then all of a sudden it ends in like a double disqualification. And we're just like,
This made no sense at all, and it honestly
huh?
pissed me off.
Huh?
A
Was it
double
just cut for time?
disqualification.
Like, what was going on?
It
Like,
was so random and made no, just out of the blue. They were just like, because the ref was like, they're not listening to me. That sounds
right,
like a you problem, babe. I don't know. Maybe you're just not you're telling me bombastic whomever is really putting you through the ringer. You've refereed probably The Undertaker
Right.
and
You're fine.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Get a grip.
They're not listening to me, so double disqualification. Girl, get up.
Right.
Get up.
Right.
Whack.
Yeah,
Weird.
very
Stupid.
weird and random ending to a match. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll just roll with it. Kevin
Sure.
Kelly has a backstage interview with Vince, and he's like, "Are you afraid? Are you afraid?" Um, and then Vince is like, I'll admit I have butterflies." He's like, "I proved I was not afraid of the U.S. government. I proved I'm not afraid of Ted Turner." And you're like, what are you
What do you
talking about? Like, what are you saying, sir?
the government one took me out when we were watching. I was laughing so hard we paused because I was like,
The
you
US
proved you're
government.
not afraid of girl, me either, whatever. Like, what do you I have proved I am not afraid of the US government. And I was like, bro, you but
Shut
but
up.
you
Girl, shut up.
with that neck brace.
With that neck brace. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
It's just like that's the first statement you want to make.
Wasn't
No,
me.
literally, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not afraid of the US
I'm
government.
not afraid of the girl, bitch. Me either. Like, what do you mean?
Absolute
I
insanity.
have proved I am not afraid of the U.S. government. Okay, what are you, an
Sure.
incel? Where were you on January 6th, Vince? Like, oh,
Shh.
I have proved I'm not afraid of the U.S. government. I was under Nancy Pelosi's desk. I was rifling through the drawers of the cabinet. Like,
Please.
what are you
His
talking
wife is
about?
in the cabinet.
Girly, girly,
Ugh.
girly. I'm not afraid of the US government because the US government is your wife, and I'm pretty sure she pegs you. Like,
Damn.
and that's, I said what I said. And don't tell me it's not true because I've seen that look in her eyes.
I've seen that look at her. I
And I'm
love
not here to kink
that.
shame anybody, but I just feel like it's true.
I
I am not,
no facts. I just know.
I just know. And sometimes
uh
you just know. I am not afraid of the US government.
no, absolutely not. So
I'm
from
not
that,
afraid of Ted Turner.
you're like, all right, bitch,
Okay,
sure.
I don't think you should be. Like, what?
Right. I was like, okay,
But you're so you're not afraid of your own employee.
right.
Like, what is whatever? And I was like, and he thought he ate with that. He ended that was like, I'm a wrestler.
Yeah, no, got
My
it.
name is a wrestler. Like, I don't,
Ugh.
it was so
Ugh.
silly. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no,
Just
please. So that takes us to the headbangers in the ring. They're getting ready for a tag team match, supposedly. Blackout. Taker comes down again. The headbangers try and get their licks in, up to no
which
avail because
why?
we know better than this. Taker takes them both out. Blackout. Kane. Um,
Hi.
Kane is sitting at the top of the ring ramp with Paul Bear. He's like, "Oh, you want your brother something bad, don't you, Rigor Mortis?" And you're like, oh,
Bring it back.
"Bring it back,
Hush, rigor
absolutely."
mortis.
It's so
Real
good.
bitches know.
And he's like, "If you're gonna fight Kane, you're gonna fight Kane on my terms." He's like, "Next week, you can face Kane and myself at the graveyard of your parents, since you just want to be bitching and whining about like what your parents think of you and this and that. So why don't we just have a fight there
Why don't
instead?"
we ask them? Bring them out.
Right. And you're like, "Oh, okay. So apparently next week we're going to be fighting on the grave sites of their
That we
parents."
desecrated.
Right.
Remember last week when you asked me, you were like, do you think his parents are the first people that ever got buried and then cremated?
No, literally though.
And I was like, I have to leave. Like, I can't be here anymore. So, like,
I'm
what are we his we talked about this last week, I think, because last week got so silly. But I was like, their parents are probably like, hey, can you leave us out of this? Like, we are dead. Like, y'all, I don't know what you guys got going on, but you both seem old enough to be able to sort this out without
without involving
wrestling
us
or
at
without
this point.
tombstone pile driving on my headstone. Like, I think we can leave Mima and Paw Paw out of this. Like, I
No,
think
absolutely. It's time. I mean, what else could they possibly put them through at this point?
and they're already dead. Like, it's
That's what
supposed
I'm
to be like when
saying.
you die, you achieve this level of peace.
No,
This
bitch. They
they're
have not.
Orpheus in the underworld, like, hey,
No rest.
hey, no rest for the
Hey,
wicked girl.
hey, come with
They're like,
me. Come with me.
hey, hey
No,
y'all,
we're dead.
how
Stop.
y'all doing?
Oh my God. They just okay, so apparently next week we're fighting on the grave site. Let's go.
Girl,
Let's
girl,
go.
I cannot. I mean, do I want to see it?
Sure.
Yes, but
Absolutely.
it's just how do we keep going these crazy places? It's so wild. It's
Uh,
cemeteries, inferno matches, like cage
Live
matches.
porn sets. So that takes us into our next segment, which is another promo little segment of Val Venus. This time we have caught Val mid shooting a scene, apparently.
He was auditioning the
He
girls.
was auditioning the girls for his new scene Lust in Space. Because sure. So in the
I can't
background there
take
are
it.
literally just like topless girls just like walking around like throwing on robes and whatnot. He's
Sweaty,
profusely
sex hair.
sweating, like profusely sweating, moaning basically as is Val Venus's way.
You know what it
And
is? This is
mm,
so pornography where they inhale through the teeth. They go like like I can't do it, but they go like
yeah.
I there's a certain thing and
Yeah,
it's
oh,
it
yeah,
took
it's
me
wild.
someplace I didn't want to go.
No, so he's like, I got a rocket in my pocket, and he makes some like pun about Venus envy, talking about when he like arrives at the WWF. Um,
He said when I penetrate or was
no,
it
when I
penetrate?
explode into the WWF.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't know it could be worse than penetration when
no.
I explode.
Right. Sounds dangerous. And then he goes on to be like, my actions speak louder than words. And then there's a lot of groaning, lots of moaning.
I
Uh
had my nice headphones on and suddenly it was just like, and I was like,
no.
I was like,
And
she's in the room with me.
yeah, Val Venus is coming. So get ready.
I just a chill just went up my spine. Like I literally have goosebumps. Like I don't I'm so
That's what he
afraid.
wants.
I know it is. I don't know.
So wild.
And God bless the people in the porn industry. No judgment for me,
No,
but
no, no. It's just his character is cringe and it's hilarious.
yeah.
So next that takes us into DX making their grand entrance. When Owen comes out and he's like, yo, like any one of ya,
Any of
don't
you bitches
care.
want to fight?
No, literally. And then of course DX being DX, Triple H is like, I had every member of DX write a 500-word essay as to why they want to beat up Owen Hart. And you're like, okay, so he goes through the whole rigmarole. It's actually kind of funny. And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, damn it. And we find out that Billy Gunn, Mr. Ass himself, is going to be the one taking on Owen. This match, actually pretty good.
Great.
Actually pretty good. LOD 2000 with Sunny comes down to be the support for Owen Hart, which allows this match to actually be a match, which is nice.
Because they do
Uh,
their job.
no, absolutely. This time on
Love.
commentary, DX added Triple H in addition to X-Pac because
Thank God.
we learned.
Immediately,
DX was like,
quickly.
actually, I'm gonna talk, and X-Pac really just filled in his position nicely, which is just hype man, just whatever
He's the
Triple H
bully's
said.
sidekick
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just
He's
goes
like,
he's
yeah.
LeFou to his Gaston. He's like
Absolutely correct. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. That's beautiful.
good one. Yeah.
No, absolutely insane.
Disgusting.
Oh, Billy Gunn hits us with a like a Ric Flair cell that like delayed drop at when he gets knocked out of the ring. He
Hilarious.
like looks dazed for a second, then hits the deck. Love to see
Like
it.
drops.
No,
Like he got
1000%.
tased.
Oh, so good. JR makes fun of Triple H on commentary at one point because he like could not get this one sentence out. And JR was like, first time throwing sentences together, like you good?
He
You want
literally
to
basically
he
goes,
goes, you want to try that again?
he literally goes like, so how long have you been stupid?
And you're like,
Oh, the whole time.
got
Okay.
it.
So
Yeah,
you've always been stupid.
I could sense that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
could feel that. And stupid is as stupid does. And here you are doesing it.
Right.
Yeah,
Stupid
so
game, stupid
dumb.
prizes. Good for you. Um,
My favorite saying. My
um,
favorite.
so Owen picks up the victory a la wrestling move. Just an inside cradle.
Did
Love
you
to see
guys
it.
know that you could win wrestling by wrestling?
Crazy.
Because it's been a while.
It's been a while,
It's
girl.
been a while, girl.
Absolute insanity.
Very
Uh
fierce.
no, when and then as that, of course, DX is like in a big uproar about it, blah 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 blah. So that is, building hype for the European Championship match between Owen and Triple H. It also builds up hype for the tag team match between LOD and the New Age Outlaws. So hey, love to see it. Then we get a backstage kind of shot of Vince McMahon like walking down to the ring, and you can just see like in pockets of the backstage area there's like wrestlers and staff just being like,
They like,
because listen, your boss, if you want to see your boss do some heinous shit, like I'd also be nosy about it too.
how, girl, I have binoculars. I'd be like,
1000%. No, yeah, I'd be like with that old school binocular on a
the
stick.
opera ones, I want those so bad.
Yes.
Just,
1000%.
and I'd
Thank
have my
you.
little recorder. Oh, I would be
Mm,
film. I'd have a GoPro on my forehead, girl.
yeah. So of course everyone was like watching Vince McMahon like come down to the ring.
Period.
He comes down. We're like, okay, here we go. Austin does his little entrance. He's like hitting all four corners. He like shoulder bumps into Vince. He's like, do something about it. And I love it. Love to see it. Vince off the rip slaps Austin in the face, and you're like, girl, hello?
So we're slapping bitches now.
Yeah, apparently.
We're slapping.
Apparently. So then
Right.
he grabs a microphone and is like, you said that you could beat me with one arm tied behind my back. So that's what we're gonna do. And Austin's just like, sure. You can hear or you can like see him say, like, are you ribbing me? Like, are you joking? And then he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I did say that. Go ahead.
Sure.
Uh
Man
sure.
of his word, I'll say that. And Pat Patterson in the back going, you did say that. You
No,
did. So
1000%
funny.
girly. Oh, chiming in. He's just like sitting on high, just the peanut gallery gay. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you did say that. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
there. I heard it.
And
Yeah.
then for some reason Jerry is like losing his ever-living mind. I mean, I know his job as the color commentator, but he's just like big excited about Austin being tied up. Literally Kelsey just goes, "Kink?" Question mark.
No, literally, because I was like Jerry, like because what did he say? I had to write it down.
Oh, that Vince was having trouble performing in the bedroom.
He just goes, yeah, Vince has been he's been so stressed out recently, he has been had trouble performing in the bedroom. And
Well,
and I
has
was
he
like,
talked to Val?
has he talked to Val? Jerry? But I literally was like, why do you know that?
Right.
Personal experience? What's
Right.
going
Were
on with
you
you
there?
two?
Were you
Are
in
you
the
guys
chair?
breaking up? Oh, were you in the chair? He would be in the chair. Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Oh God. Oh no, 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 no,
She's like, I
no,
can't
no.
see it. I can't unsee it.
Oh.
Crazy. Vince grabs the mic, or first Austin grabs the microphone. It's like, do you want to see me like kick his ass with one arm tied behind my back? And of course, Philly's like gives it a hell yeah.
Hell
Vince,
yeah.
not one to be outdone, asks the crowd if he wants to see, if they would like to see him kick Austin's ass with one hand tied behind the back, where they hit him with a resounding hell no because Philly don't play,
Mm,
and
incredible.
yeah, so we're like, okay, like let's get into it. Let's get it started. Dude love. Dude
Girl,
love.
what the And I want to say this right now. I've never been upset to see Mick Foley in my whole life
Right.
until this moment. What
Because
is this?
it no, this it was
This was
weird.
so stupid. Cuckoo. No
We
sense.
he comes down, he's like, can't we all just get along? And he's like, honestly, like, not a whole lot of fun out here this evening. And you're like, all right. And then he basically he goes on to be like, well, Vince McMahon is the one that cashes the check that allows me to live the life that I want to live. And you're like, okay,
Baby, you think
sure.
Vince does payroll? If
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if your contract says XYZ, if Vince is out, you're still gonna get paid.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, like, yes and no, whatever, I guess. But I was
He,
just like,
ugh.
you think Vince is punching in payroll diva? Like, that's not what's happening.
um, so then Dude Love is like, you're my Mr. McMahon man.
Ew.
And
Hate
then
that a lot.
crazy. So he's like, just yapping, and then Vince McMahon gets mad and like shoves Dude Love down. And then we're like, okay. So then he, being Dude Love, goes to put the mandible claw on Vince McMahon in the corner, and you're like, I thought he was your McMahon man. Like, what happened?
What
And
happened?
no, literally. And then Stone Cold attacks him from behind, which then forces Dude Love to put the mandible claw on Stone Cold instead.
Why?
And then yeah, and then Dude Love just starts beating up a one-armed Steve Austin, and we're like, what is going on?
What the like
Because
what?
I was like, because it was so he was gonna attack Vince, and then he attacks Austin, and my thing was like, if we're getting like a heel Dude Love, if that's the angle, then I think you could have convinced us that Vince like paid Dude Love off. Like, you know
Yes.
what I mean? I think you could have he was
Yes.
already like not with the fans as Cactus. He like, walked away from the fans. So
Right.
like if he could have easily just gone in from that and into Dude Love and just been like, "Well, I told you last week it wasn't worth it." So Vince McMahon is going to make it worth it for me with money. You know what I mean? Because then it's
And
like
yes.
then I understand the motivation for being like, okay, well, if Austin is Vince McMahon's problem, Vince McMahon is going to sweeten the deal for me, then I will go handle his problem. You're like, that makes sense. This was confusing.
Stupid. And that makes complete sense to me. And the thing is, like, again, it's one of the things like I've never been upset to see McFoley until today. And then also, I've never misunderstood or been confused by him because he's so eloquent with his words.
Right,
Even as mankind, and he's saying the craziest shit you've ever heard. I'm like, but there's a beginning, middle, and end. I understand where we're going. I was like, what are we doing here?
right,
What is happening? Because first he came out and he was like, Steve, you're like closer to me than a brother. That's my McMahon. We should all just get along. Suddenly it's mandible claws for everybody.
right,
It's fisticuff. Like it made no sense.
right.
None.
And so
So confusing.
no, very confusing. And then it is like the episode like technically goes off air with uh Foley has Austin on the announce table and they're like about to like continue to fight like out there. And then we get like what is called like a more attitude or whatever. It's like after Raw goes off the air and we're just cut to like more confusion because it's like uh Dude Love grabs the microphone. He's like, "Oh, like turns out like Austin's not so tough." Tee hee 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 hee. And we're like, "All right, whatever." So then he leaves and he's like, "Hit my music." And then he like dips. And then DX comes down and like beats up Austin. And then LOD comes down and like beats up DX. And then Kane comes down and beats up LOD. And then the Undertaker comes down to beat up Kane. And we're like, "Girl, wait, like
It was
wait."
like a clown car. I was like, where are they coming from? There's
And why
so
are they
many.
coming?
And why
Like,
are they coming here? Like, and the fact that like, because again, it was after the air. So it was like there was no Kane blackout. There's no Undertaker blackout. It's just like these suddenly I look over and Kane's getting in the ring. And I was like, wait,
right,
what? Like what what? It was so weird. And I it's so funny because we were watching them set up the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon match, and they're like really letting it play out. They're like massage. Jerry Briscoe's like massaging Vince McMahon's shoulders, and like I'm not, and I literally said like just fight already. This is so stupid. And you were like, well, they're getting you hyped because you want to see the whatever. And then for that to happen and then Dude Love to
Right.
be the like
Right.
it just pissed
So it
me
seems
off.
like Dude Love is the first challenger for Stone Cold Steve Austin's title, but it's just like, why?
Why?
Why? And for me, it
Why?
just seems like I don't know what it is, but it feels like everybody else like had already had a story in progress, with the exception of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like,
Right.
which is crazy because he's your main title holder.
Right.
Because his main rival is Vince. So
Right.
right. So it's like it just feels like because everybody else already had a match, essentially, it just feels like we got Dude Love. You know what I
Which,
mean? Taker's with
yes.
Kane, like
Yes.
Hunter's like doing the Owen thing. The Rock is still has to deal with Farouk.
Farouk.
Like it's where nobody's just like free of a previous entanglement, with the exception of Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. But then he should have done what you said, and he's more of like Vince McMahon's attack dog. And at
Right,
that point, do Mankind.
right.
You know what I mean? Like Mankind can just like he already was easily plucked by Paul Bearer,
Mm-hmm.
pluck him again and make him the attack dog. And it's he's a perfect attack dog. Like
Right,
Dude Love is like, I want peace and love and unity and to fuck bitches.
right.
So I'm the like, I don't know. And again, like you think Dude Love is presenting the company values more so than Stone Cold?
Crazy.
And I guess Mankind
But
not
again, but
necessarily
even
either,
then,
but
like
like,
not really, because it's just like he went and attacked McMahon. So maybe
I
next
don't
week we'll
know.
get some kind of like answer. But it was very confusing and very just like felt very last minute, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know if
have
that was the case, but that's how it
Yeah, I
feels.
love Dude Love. I would have probably gone with Mankind. It makes more sense because I feel like they even kind of beefed when Stone Cold first came to WWE, like Mankind and Stone
Right,
Cold. So I'm like, I would have done that. It makes way more sense. And he is more of a disruptor. Like Dude Love is not a disruptor.
right.
It's just it made no sense, but whatever.
But hey,
Weird. Hopefully we get answers next week.
amen. All right, guys. This has been another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, all that good stuff wherever you find us. We will catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.